Well, hello there.
Hi.
But that was exciting.
I'm excited today.
Hello.
I was gonna say ciao, but that's goodbye, isn't it?
Dog chow.
Isn't ciao?
Ciao's goodbye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would
You
work.
would say buenos something. I forget what the word day is in Italian. But it's
Okay. Well, hello.
Probably
I'll just
Well,
stick
yeah,
with
we'll stick with
Yeah.
we'll stick with English.
buenos noches.
I'm trying to get
Ciao.
our international listeners a chance to
Yeah, every one of them. Yeah.
appreciate. Yeah.
Thanks for listening. I don't know how to say that in that
Buenos
language.
dias.
Not Italian.
Buenos noches.
Well, that's the hand thing.
Actually, on that topic, I was watching Family
We're on
Feud
a
the other
topic?
day.
Okay, here we go.
What topic are we
Here
on?
we go.
I was
Steve
watching
Harvey
Family
topic.
Feud the other day, and it was how to say hi in different languages, and there was like 6 or 7 of them. Steve Harvey was just the most confused person in the world. He was like, if my family was on here, we would never get numbers 2 through 6.
Name a male name that starts with the letter J.
Jose.
Wait, what did he say?
He says Jose.
He does. He says, "Oh,
Like even Steve Harvey
And
was
then
like,
Steve
I think
Harvey's
Steve
looks are
Harvey
just-
said hollow was one that should be in
It starts
another
with the letter
language.
H. Jose.
yeah, that's what it was."
Yeah.
Jose.
Family. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
It was
I
just
saw one
funny.
the other day. It was like, you guys have seen the Thug Life videos, yeah?
Oh God, yeah.
Thug life.
Well, now they're like mixing in Thug Love. Have you seen the Thug Love?
No.
There's only a couple of them. So it was a Steve Harvey Family Feud. It was like, all right, name the answer. He's like, what is something that you can pull out? And it was like one of the girls, like there was 2 girls like at the front, with him to
Yeah.
see who goes next.
Yeah.
And the one girl said a car, and it wasn't up there. The next girl said a penis. And then it like goes to him, and he's like got that mouth open, like big eyes, like, and it just zooms in and says Thug Love.
That's awesome.
That's perfect.
Yeah, but I was watching Thug Life videos all day at work.
I saw
He
the
was.
one. Did you see the Zach Galifianakis one?
Mm-mm.
Oh
He's
God,
like,
that
he's
one's
on
good.
that like HBO late night like
He's on Bill Maher.
Bill Maher. That's
was
what
on
it
Bill
is.
Maher.
Okay.
And he just pulls out a joint and lights it and just starts
Yeah.
smoking it. And they're all just laughing like,
It's
oh my
fucking
God.
hysterical how
Really?
he sets it up though, because he's like talking.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
He's like talking and he says something and then okay, we'll take it back to them to like distract the other people away from him, and then he just reaches in his pocket, pulls out a lighter and a joint, and just quickly lights it, and he's like, and then he like sits there and like poses like looking high as shit, and he
That's
just
awesome.
exhales, and
Then
then he
it's about
gives
him.
the joint to somebody else. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like
at the end of the video, Thug Life.
That's the
And
best
it's
part.
Zach
Is when it
Galifianakis'
zooms in, just
face.
goes
Yeah.
gray.
I'd smoke pot with Zach Galifianakis.
I think
Oh
anybody
yeah,
would.
I would.
Even if you didn't smoke pot, you probably would.
right? Because it's Zach Galifianakis.
Count
It's
me
cool
in.
as shit.
Don't do drugs,
Let's go
kids.
smoke
Yeah.
the devil's lettuce
Actually,
together.
yeah, we don't promote that.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
But what else is going on?
Well, we know you just recently did something pretty sweet.
Yeah, we did.
I did.
So did I.
You went to MAGfest, bro.
I know.
Oh,
just
bro.
double
I
checking.
did.
Double
I thought you
checking.
actually forgot.
No.
I
checking I was
did.
really
Come on,
there.
dude.
But well, me and Tony went.
Yeah, I forgot. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you got to live through us through pictures and texts and everything.
Yeah. So how was it? Tell us.
It was
tell us
awesome.
about it.
I had a great time.
did I.
I didn't meet Tony until probably like 4 hours
Yes.
after I got there, and he was
7,
Were you
8.
just there by your lonesome?
no. I was with Ricky. Shout out, because he always complains I don't give him a shout out when we talk about things.
Oh,
Oh, Ricky, get over it.
And,
Come
yeah,
on,
I
Rick.
I know. And
Hi, Rick.
and Josh. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
And
Hi, Josh.
yes,
just throw him
we,
in there too.
we went together, and I discovered Tony finally after like
Yeah,
20
many
texts,
hours.
and he was, I would like to say, pretty intoxicated.
Just a little bit.
charging his phone, sitting on the ground.
Yep.
Sounds
was
like
a good
Tony.
time.
Sounds
And
like
our
Tony
interaction
now.
was pretty much, hey, how you doing? What's up? How you doing? And then I gave him some stickers and cards, and he's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna sit here and charge my phone, and I left.
That was pretty much it.
You treated him like a normal homeless person.
Well, no, I was like, because I know we wanted to go see Power Glove. We
Oh,
both
yeah.
wanted to go there. And
Oh
then,
yeah.
So
Power
then
Glove was
you said you
awesome.
wanted to stay there and charge your phone because we wanted to go play more games
Right.
Right.
before
yeah.
they went on. So, but yeah, to stay on that topic of Power Glove, I know you had seen
They were
them.
awesome.
Steve, you knew
Yeah.
who they
I've
were.
I've seen them before too.
Never heard of him in my whole life.
I didn't either, and I didn't either. And Tony was like, "Oh, you got to see him. There's this sick metal
Dude,
band that
when-
covers like video game songs." And I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, like that sounds cool." Like, But it doesn't even like you have to witness this.
Right.
Like,
Tony sent me the picture. I thought it was Cannibal Corpse because he said he was going to go see Cannibal
Yeah,
Corpse.
you're just like, oh,
I was
awful,
like,
awful.
"Ew, what is that?
I'm excited for that.
Cannibal Corpse and their hit song "Fucked with a Knife."
#1 on no charts.
I remember as a kid, we like saw their album cover and we're like, "What the hell is this?" And we like flipped it over, looking at the song list, and it's like "Vomit in Your Mouth," "Fucked with a Knife."
That's Cannibal Corpse.
It's
yeah,
called
Power-
like "Dumpster Abortion." Like it's like the worst band ever.
But Power Glove, I mean,
Power Glove was awesome.
It was awesome. Like they're just they did what they did. Pokemon. They did.
Yeah.
Well, they had a guy come up on the stage and sing Pokemon.
He didn't even know all the words, which was
Pokemon.
He
hilarious.
didn't. They were just like, you can sing, right? He's like, yeah, I can. Which he could. He
Yeah,
could sing.
He could sing, but he at some point I saw him holding his phone, like looking at
was,
the
yeah, I
lyrics
think
of
he-
Pokemon. I
he
was
just
like, God damn it!
Pokemon! And then it was just like, gotta catch 'em all. And then that's like all
He
he
started
knows.
making up his own version of it.
And then they did. My favorite was the X-Men cover.
Yeah,
the
that was
90s
mine.
X-Men cover.
That was
like,
that's one of my favorites.
yeah,
Yeah,
he was playing on guitar.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really
they
cool.
did that. They did Power Rangers too. They did
Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
They did a Link or Zelda.
Yeah, the Zelda one's
Song.
sweet.
Wasn't it just the theme
Dun,
song?
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, yeah. And they did this weird. I don't know if
Who
you guys
needs
remember
Power
this.
Glove when you have Bobby?
Right?
Yeah, Bobby just goes to the next MAGfest. He's just up there.
Really calm, just like.
He could be named Shy Guy. He could be
Yeah.
Bobby the Shy Guy.
Shy
and He
Guy?
could dress up like Shy Guy.
Yeah, and just go up there and like literally hold the mic.
I could dress
you
up
just
like
were,
a boo, and like when everyone turns away, I'll be like, dun, 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 and like jazz hands my way around the stage. And just turn around and be like, dude,
Let's work on that for
Yeah.
next January.
they'll let me on.
Good
I know.
plan.
Holy shit. But I got some. I mean, the vendor. I feel like the vendors got bigger. Like there were more vendors.
That was
this
my first year.
Well, I guess I went 2 years ago. I feel like there were definitely more vendor people there, with like more artwork and more shirts and stuff. But
Yeah.
Vendor stuff.
if anybody noticed our Instagram, I got that sweet beaded, pixelated
No,
fire
the
flower.
flower.
Yeah, the 3D one,
Yeah, that
which was
was sweet.
sweet.
It
Yeah.
is so cool.
Oh, it's the 3D picture, like.
No, it's like,
like
you know, like
blocks
the,
on
the beads you
Perler
like.
Yeah.
beads.
Yeah, and but they like made it 3D, so it like sticks out
Yeah.
like layer. It's like layered.
It's so neat.
Yeah, it's
Where are
really
you
cool.
gonna put it?
It's on my windowsill in my
Oh.
kitchen.
Getting some
Like
sunlight.
a little
light,
flower.
yeah.
Yeah, looks perfect.
How I mean it looked from the picture to be pretty big.
It's probably like 5 inches in the pot, maybe 6.
In the pot.
Yeah, and you can take it out of the pot. And you can like put stuff under it, and like so it's like a little secret hiding spot.
That's pretty
If you
sweet.
want to put little things in there, trinkets, yes.
Your preciouses.
But it was
barley
fun.
in there.
It was. I
A
wish I
lot of
would have played
fun.
more games, but
Yeah, me too.
it's just so hard because some people really like are jerks and do not fucking get off the games, like
Yeah.
the ones you
Yeah.
want
I
to play.
imagine.
stays, bro.
Yeah, like I wanted to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and that like every time I walked around, like even I was like, oh, I'll come back, and of course I
No,
came
bad
back,
idea.
and there's no one, unless because if you don't wait,
Yeah.
you're probably not gonna play it. But
I guess that's why it's 24 hours basically, or open all, or running
Well,
all night basically.
well, I
should
think
be
the
going late
arcade
at
thing
night.
does actually close
Yeah.
now at like
Oh, does it
like
really?
midnight? I think they do,
Oh,
but like the
well,
music goes
son of a
almost
bitch.
like all night or something,
Yeah.
and then. But yeah, I still played I think I played more this time than I did last time I went.
I didn't
so-
play too many, but I played a couple.
Well, you played at the card tables, right?
I
Didn't
played
you
a
play
little
Magic?
bit of Magic, yeah.
Do
Not
they have
much.
like upcoming games coming out there, or is it all just
It's all old
classics
stuff,
and arcade
basically.
stuff?
It's just they have the room full of the arcade games, like the cabinets, and then they have a room full of every console that's ever existed ever.
That's incredible.
And you can just literally there's just tables and
Tables,
chairs
yeah.
and just TVs, and you can sit down and play.
You know what game I really want to play now?
What?
Especially after seeing the Marshawn Lynch Gronk video. Mortal Kombat. Is it
Yes.
X or 10?
It's X, but 10.
yeah.
I
The
mean,
Roman numeral
Wow.
for 10.
yes,
Right.
that's how.
Well, I want to play
portraying it.
Mortal Kombat 10 really, really
I
bad.
really do too.
Shot him in the face, point blank, in broad daylight.
Recommend watching that video if no one has seen it.
Oh my god.
Have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's
Well,
amazing.
I've watched a little bit of it. I haven't
It's
seen it.
so.
Marshawn
funny.
Lynch is the man at Mortal Kombat.
He is. He was pretty decent. He's like, I just
Button
mashed the
mashes.
buttons.
I
and
just
you go
push
like
all
this.
of them at once like a strategy.
But that game looks pretty fucking.
I'm really
sweet.
sad I didn't get
Yeah.
to play Initial D. I used to love that game. It's one of the driving games.
Uh,
It's like
Is it a
it's
cabinet?
an,
It's
it's
a
an
cabinet?
anime. Yeah, it's like a big just got the seat on the steering
Initial
wheel.
D
but-
style, dog.
I used to play that shit when I was young. And they used to give you little cards that would print out, and you would put it in so it saves your character.
Ah.
But I mean,
I
the
never
line
heard
was
of it.
long as shit when I got there. Then later it was turned off, so I was just like, oh, okay.
There's
So
a
did
lot.
you guys get to play any games, or did you just wait in line all day?
No, I played
I
games.
played a couple
I wish I would have played more. Like,
Yeah.
there was games I wanted to play that I didn't get
Yeah.
to play.
There was a game that you played that I was very jealous that I haven't played in a really long time.
What?
Power Stone.
Oh my
I'm
god.
jealous you played that too. I didn't even
I'm
know
so
it was there. I would
jealous
have played the
that
shit
you
out of
got to
that.
play
Yeah,
that.
well, because it was labeled wrong. It was Capcom versus SNK.
Oh, right,
And
right,
then I sat down because I saw someone playing it, and I was like, "Oh shit, yes, that's Power Stone." So then I sat down, and Josh came over with me and played me, and
I wish I would have seen that.
and then he got up, and then
That would have been worth it right there just to play that game.
Yeah.
and then he
honestly.
was
I love
some
that
guy
game.
behind him was like, "Can I have next?" And I was like, "Oh shit," because like I know how to play it. Like I'm okay, but like yeah, I was just like, man, because what sucked is that if you
should've
kept
been like,
winning,
no.
if you kept winning, you couldn't change your character. So if you lost,
Yeah.
you could only change your character.
Right.
So I kept being Jack, that like guy with the wrap, like that looks like a mummy with like the
Yeah,
sword.
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So I kept being him, and I was just kind of tired of being him. So I was like, man, I want to play someone else. But this guy sat down and like. I didn't win one game, but I was close. But I
You put
wanted to
up a
keep
fight.
playing it.
You
Yeah, I
put up
wanted
a
to keep
fight.
playing it, but I just got up.
Even if you lose, can you still sit there?
Yeah, but
It's
you
not-
want to
there's
give
no,
up.
like,
but there was
loser walk
Well, there was
system.
there was more people behind me, so I was like, I'll
You
give
wanted
it
But
a
if you
shot.
wanted to be, you could have been like, fuck
one of
you
those
guys.
jerks, yeah, that just doesn't fucking get
I would
up.
have been all over that. I'm not done with Power Stone.
I'm
I
never
just hold up my
done.
finger. You can wait.
Yeah.
Wait your turn. Be an adult. Wait your turn.
6 hours later.
Look at someone and say, patience is a virtue.
I get donkey punched in the back of the head.
You're done.
I did play the original Joust game. That was kind of cool.
Sweet. From Ready Player One?
Yeah, that's the
Word.
reason I played it too.
Do you unlock the
Nice.
first key?
No, I didn't really. I suck at that. I'm never gonna win the prize. Never gonna win.
didn't really.
Well, then you sir.
No.
You have to defeat the Lich to get the first key. in
There was,
Joust.
there was no witch there to fight though. That was the problem. Somebody beat him.
There was a lot of indie games this year. I will say that.
Oh, yeah.
a lot of new indie games. Like almost half of it was indie
Did you
games.
play any of them?
Mhm.
Which ones did you
I played one called Nest.
Oh, I wish I could remember the one I played.
It was pretty simplistic, but it was fun. Everything looked great. I don't know the name of another one I played, but everything looked great for indie game wise.
Yeah.
It was just like you were these like funny looking animals that could fly, and there was nests in quotations, I guess, but they were just like circles. And if it's kind of like a game where you have to stay in, it's like a territory. It's like you have to stay in it to like control it, but you can. There's other little flying things come around shooting at you, and then
Right.
you have to like stay in it a certain amount of time for it to like build up to actually claim the spot. But it was pretty cool.
Oh,
It looked
okay.
nice. So
I'm really sad I can't think of the one I played. It was kind of cool. It would like
You were
switch
fucking drunk the
between.
whole time. Like, what the hell do you
I think there's a
I got
reason
stickers
why.
of it somewhere, but it like switches between light and dark, and like so
Oh, you
there's like
told me
a
about that,
there's like
yeah.
a set of steps, and you can only see two of them in the light. So when you jump, you have to switch it over to dark, and then land on the dark steps, and then like jump again and switch it back
This
to
sounds
light.
like his actual experience, like when he was drunk as shit.
Yeah,
he,
that's
he
basically
found an
what
actual
happened.
set of
This is Tony
steps.
walking down
Yeah.
the steps,
He found actual steps. He's like,
and
shit.
his eyes are
Like,
closing, and
shit.
he's opening them up. And
I got it.
He's about to pass
wait, I
out and
got
fall
it.
down a flight of steps.
I can't remember
That
that
was
game. It was really, really.
Oh, that's right. It's called Real Life.
I was really drunk for a while. That's what I really liked about MAGfest, though. You could just drink there.
Well, I think it's not that you can drink
Did they
there. I
serve
think
alcohol? You brought it.
I brought it.
I think there's people don't care.
BYOB.
Because
That's
I mean, I don't know though, because I did see. I told you I saw someone with a Guinness just like sitting on the
Yeah.
top of a cabinet. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, where the hell did you get that? Because I mean, there's like a bar and restaurant like
Right.
up. That hotel is
And downstairs.
ridiculous.
That hotel's
the
amazing.
Gaylord National.
Gaylord,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Well, I worked in D.C. I did a promo for that place for like their big conference.
Yeah.
thing.
It's nuts.
That's
Out of control
amazing.
over there. There's like a beach. You knew there's a beach over there?
I
Really?
don't
There's a
doubt it. It's
man-
on an
Is it
island.
like a pier?
Yeah, it's like a man-made beach, and it's like artificial sand, and then there's like a statue of a hand like coming out
That's
of, and like
sweet.
little children playing in the surf, and then like
Real
these
children
are
or
statues.
sand
These are
children?
statues of children.
I mean, it's basically.
No, they're like metal statues, and then it's just like a little beach, like for the I guess that's the bay. Like what is that? I don't even know.
I don't know, the harbor.
Some river, fucking. It's DC. Who cares? It's dirty.
Made up their
and
own bay too.
Yeah, I mean, they're on their own
it's
like
poverty
island
and
though.
Really, yeah.
crime.
Because it's
It's an
still
island.
Maryland, but
Yeah.
Well, they got that big ass Ferris wheel.
Actually,
They got that big
Yeah,
ass Ferris
to get my current job with you, and Kristen wanted me to bring in a reel, so I brought in the Gaylord National promo because it had.
never
We
showed
rented
me
a
that.
crane that day, and we had the crane work going. And I was like, "Look at that crane! You see that? Hire me."
That's a great shot of a crane.
And now I
Beautiful
work
work.
there, so must have been effective.
If you want to work at Agora, make sure you get shots of cranes.
Nice
in the
jib
video.
shot.
Oh my god.
Anywho.
So yeah, MAGfest was great. I think we should all attend next year if we can.
Almost got kicked out during
definitely.
Power Glove. That was funny.
I heard you were
Because
crowd
fucking
surfing.
Crowd surfed.
Yeah. He's like, don't do it again or you're out of
fucking
here.
Yeah, he'll
You
crowd
can't
surf
go
for
to a
goddamn
concert without
anything.
crowd
Yeah.
surfing.
know.
It didn't surprise me when
I've
you
never crowd surfed in
said
my whole
that.
life.
It's fun.
Really.
I
I'm
haven't done
too
it
big.
in a long
I've never
time.
gotten up. No one's
That's
ever got me
very
up.
true.
That's,
Everybody's like,
that's how I feel
like,
too.
oh, you
I'm
can
just
do
like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
You could
And when
definitely
people
do it.
could get me up, I'm afraid that like
You
They'll-
just
you're gonna
flop.
eat it.
someone's
Yeah.
not going to be prepared for the 200-pound,
See, that's-
Yeah, it's gonna be
6'3"
all the
man
12-year-old
flying at them.
girls.
I know this problem, so instead
Most
of just
people
like
aren't.
instead of just kind of laying there and let people hold you, you got to be on your stomach and then just grab people so you don't
my
fall.
God.
So then they'll
Tony's
realize
grabbing
you're
people's
there.
hair, their
See, like, if you did that to me, I'd like grab you by the shirt and just be like,
Yeah.
or,
Throw
like
you
throw you
down.
to the
RKO
ground.
you.
Or
at
like-
that
Yeah,
point.
see, I do the good old, just like uppercut. For you again. Tony goes flying.
Plus, I
Takes
can't
out the
imagine I
drum
really
set.
like crowd surfing. But when I was younger, I wanted to do it, and I can never get it.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
never really
I
into
never-
it
I never
either.
did
I
it.
mean,
My friends tried to put me up at Say Anything like 6 months ago. I was like, no.
Yeah, I'm
I
good.
was like, I'm almost 30. Stop.
Yeah, my knees can't handle
another
this
thing
right
is
now.
you lose your spots.
I know.
If you're in a good spot,
Oh, you can get back there.
No, you got to be one of the assholes who just goes all the way to the back after getting on the crowd surf and then just
And
comes
just
through like,
runs,
excuse
yeah.
me, and like pushes you
Pushes through
aside.
people.
throwing
see,
them
I hate those
bows.
people. I don't want to do
I
that.
do that all the time.
I hate
Jesus,
Tony.
Tony will fucking crowd surf at a Disney on Ice.
I would.
For Christ's sake.
That would be amazing.
That would be.
Disney.
Yeah.
I'm picturing Tony just like on his back, floating on the crowd, just like, let it go.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say, let it go.
Or he ends up on the snow and they're like twirling him around.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Still
They're like
grabbing
one lucky
shoulders.
fan. He's down there like,
Meanwhile, security's going fucking nuts. 'Cause they, like, do we interrupt the show or not?
Get
What do
that
we
kid
do?
off the ice. That's great.
I want to go see Marvel superheroes on ice.
Are they doing
We were
that?
talking
Yeah,
about
remember
doing,
or it's like Marvel Live. They did it at the
Marvel
Baltimore
Live.
Arena.
It's not on ice.
Whatever, they did it. Well, all right, it's a Disney company. You know they're gonna
Yeah,
have
I
it
mean,
on
come
ice.
on,
So
I'm-
fuck
yeah.
you.
No, but
B,
yeah, for, like,
let's go
DC or
see
something.
Marvel
That would be
superheroes.
that would be absurd. Marvel superheroes.
Spider-Man.
Garrett,
No,
so was
okay.
Power Rangers on ice, but
Yeah,
I
it would
witnessed
happen.
that.
I know that's also absurd. Fucking ridiculous.
You're telling me Wolverine can't go berserker on skates?
Oh,
Yeah, he could probably do it on his hands.
Oh my god.
Spidey can't swing around the streets of New York City on ice skates?
Marvel
All
Live
these
is already
things are
over.
very possible. I would love to
Marvel
see Thor.
Live's like already done.
What if Wolverine took off his
it's really
skate?
not. It's all this year,
till
too, yeah.
all this year.
Well, it's I thought it already.
We got like
It's
a
coming
brochure,
back.
and it was
we
like
were,
a
we were looking
year-long
into
thing.
it, and it was
It's coming
because we were
back
going to
here?
go. Yeah,
Yeah, it was at the
Or it was
Baltimore
like-
Arena last year. I'd love to
I
go.
know.
Me,
Well, I
I
think
talked
that
about
does
going.
look
we were going to go to. I think we were thinking of going to DC. It's like in the summer.
We
at some
should
point.
It does
just
look like a
do this
really
together.
well
Or
produced like
September.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's do it.
sensing an episode about Marvel Live, and we all go.
I'm sensing one too.
Well, yeah, if we all
Yeah.
go, I would
We'll,
like to.
we'll
Then
do
let's all
Marvel
go.
Live, and we'll all do the Billy Joel concert. We'll do
Yep.
episodes about both.
I'm sure that's gonna be pretty pricey.
It's at the arena.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got to go this year.
I'm going.
It's going to be
Billy
closed for a while,
Joel.
probably.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
Uptown
Yeah.
girl. Ooh.
Bobby is the opener.
For who?
Yeah,
For Billy Joel.
I know I did. I
Yeah,
saw
the
Billy
Shy
Joel.
Guy.
once.
Shy Guy's
We do
the
the shy
opener.
guy.
That's his first performance.
What a hell of an opener.
I played the wrecker once too. Back in the day.
Wrecker.
Did I
RIP.
sang "Sugar We're Going Down"?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sugar,
I
we
killed
are
it.
going
Don't worry.
down.
But yeah, Maryland Live. Maryland Live. Marvel Live.
Marvel Live.
There you go.
Alive
A lot of
Maryland.
casino.
Casino.
It looks very, very well produced.
It does. It looks
Like they
It looks like
actually
it'll be
took the time.
really,
to make
really
the
fun.
characters
Well, I
look
sent
pretty
you that
decent.
article about the guy who went, and he was like our age, like in our age group, and he went and didn't have any kids with him. He like went by himself, and he said it was like he understood how it wasn't aimed at him, but it was still really cool seeing the characters and the production that went into it. And he said it's pretty neat.
Right. I mean, it's probably for the people like us that
children.
have kids and want to take their kids to it and can actually stand sitting there.
Yeah, and he said there's a
just
ton of
sitting there.
superheroes in it too, and like
nice.
He's like, when you see a like henchman sneaking up on Spider-Man and you like actually get nervous and like Wolverine like tackles him. He said it's neat. I'd go see it.
Let's do it.
Oh, man.
It
It
was
It
only
sounds
like
like a plan.
$40 last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I don't know
something.
why.
You're not
didn't
taking
go.
a gaggle of
think it
children.
was-
It's not
Let's
that
do lots
expensive.
of things.
I think I didn't go because it was like I found out that weekend when it actually
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you about it like
Just
3
an
days before it happened.
Well, speaking of Marvel, I just bought a new game recently that I'm kind of obsessing over right now.
Oh, yeah.
Lego,
Oh, yeah.
Lego. I keep
Lego.
doing that.
Peggle.
Oh, I swear to Christ, every time I
Legolas?
try to say Lego, I say Lego.
Marvel Peggle
Marvel, Peggle, Lego.
Marbles Kegel exercise.
with Black Widow.
With black. Ooh.
I like where we're going with this.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God. Down and back up.
Anyways, so
Anyway,
Took a dark
Lego
turn.
Marvel
Lego.
superheroes. I just bought that for the Xbox One.
and I told you that
I
Bobby
got-
had it for
I
the
had it.
360,
I
and we
still have
played
it.
it. Well, I'm saying we played it together.
I love
It's
that
fun.
game.
I really
It gets to be very
I
like
enjoy it.
the puzzles can get pretty difficult.
Yeah. I'm
So
like
we
this. Yeah, that's the thing. I was playing. I'm still very early on in the game.
Yeah.
And I'm getting really kind of frustrated.
I'll say ticked off.
I was getting a little pissed. I'm like, this is supposed to be for fucking children, and I can't figure this shit
Yeah,
out.
we've had
That-
a YouTube
to save my
like
damn life.
I was
got
sitting
to
there
a
with
point-
Garrett, and
I
I was
couldn't
like,
do
"We
it.
are 26 and 7-year-old men, and we can't figure out this game." We're like looking at the box, and it says like
Yes,
ages 7 to
exactly.
10,
I'm
and we're
flying
like,
around as like
"Fuck."
the Human Torch trying to like burn everything. Like
I'm just Iron Man, like
That's all you want to do is just fly the fuck around.
seriously though. Once you get the flying characters, and then you get like Wolverine, and you're like,
Nah, I'm good.
I'm gonna need to just take off and.
But then it actually turned out to be like something really simple. You just had to like move this piece like over to this
Yeah,
one
you
it's
spot.
always
shoot
very
something and then
build it. and
What
it's
was
like-
we were in
Yeah.
the X-Men mansion, and we got Storm. We got to the part where you get
Yes,
Storm, and
yeah.
then we could not get out of that
After
fucking
that-
room.
No, literally. We're like throwing whirlwinds. with
We
Storm.
knew we're like we know it's in this room, but I like even googled it, and it's like it's a glitch in the game. If you go down in the corner, and then it might not save. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
It actually was a glitch in the game
Oh my god.
when you get to the X mansion. And
Is that where you
unlock
guys
Be
Storm.
stopped?
prepared. Yeah, be prepared for the X Man.
Is that where you guys
Amazing.
You
basically
like you
stopped
fight
playing?
Juggernaut? No, you fight your Storm, and you fight fucking somebody.
What was when you outside? You
Somebody.
fight somebody, then you go in.
Yeah, then you go in,
Oh,
and you
okay.
get to the you rescue these children, and then you can't get out of that room. I'm sure they fixed
Oh,
it
good.
by now. I'm sure they patched it, but
If not,
If not, be prepared.
Yes,
be
to be
prepared
more
to
frustrated.
play up to that point and then stop and move on to
because
another
I didn't
game.
want to like give up on it.
speaking of games, I'm gonna need your help in a Destiny mission.
All right,
I'm
let's
struggling.
do it.
Oh.
I'm
He
32
did,
now.
he did comment about your abilities the other day. He's
Yeah?
like, I like playing with Tony. He's like, because he's so high up and he just helps me out.
I finally hit
Sounds
max
like
level. I
very-
got the goddamn chess piece I needed the other day. I've been waiting for forever.
Got that.
Tony,
chest
very
piece.
helpful in Destiny, very bad at Hearthstone.
Yeah, I have like no cards. All my cards suck. All of them.
Yeah, you shouldn't have talked this shit before you played because I'm sitting at work with it with
No, I talk
Bobby.
shit
and-
all the time. It's fine.
I know, but
Even
it's
if I'm
funny.
gonna
He's
lose.
Like, he's like, I think Tony scored like, would you say like 6
I
points?
think Tony's been humbled. You got like 6 damage over 4 games.
The first game I think is when I did all the damage, and then the other ones I didn't do shit.
The best thing about my Hearthstone decks is that like my Warlock deck, the lower health you get me, the better it looks for me because there's a minion you can put out. Starts out as 20 mana, but as you lose health, every time you lose health, it's 1 less mana to play him. So now I've got 2 giants
that
that are
fucker.
0 mana each. Throw them out,
Throw
taunt them
those
up,
down there.
Yeah,
throw
that's
them out,
stupid.
then I taunt them up, and then just rage on your face. And then if you really get me low, I'll pull out Lord Jaraxxus.
Like,
Oh,
giving
shit.
away your strategy. Is that,
face Jaraxxus. Amazing stuff.
are you giving away your strategy too much or what?
No,
they
God, you
won't.
can't. I mean, you can know it's coming. There's not much you can do about it.
So it's one of those. Okay.
I'm gonna
yeah.
save my silence. Well, I'm gonna recombobulate, and then I'm gonna fucking taunt again.
Whatever.
Deal with me.
Be on
I
my
need better
level.
cards.
Bobby.
My level.
You'd all really enjoy
My
it.
cards suck. I hate it.
That's just Tony's excuse every time.
Yeah.
Tony's gonna
Cards
really
suck.
enjoy it. when
My
you
cards
say it.
suck.
When I get good cards, I'll like it.
Just go into
Yeah,
the
when I get
store.
really good, I'm gonna like it a lot
drop
more.
$20 and buy 15 packs, and you'll get legendaries and stuff. And you can disenchant the rest and make
Don't tell him
legendaries.
to do
anyway.
that. Now he's gonna.
Wait, you spent money on it?
I don't spend money on it because, like, all right, my
But
friend.
now
can never-
Tony's gonna spend.
Yeah,
My
I spent
friend
a
can
lot of
never
money
get.
on it.
He
My
will.
friend actually treats it like a trading card game where he tries to collect all the cards, and you get like a interactive binder where you can look at all your cards, so you know which ones you're missing. And he wants to get all the cards. Me, I disenchant all the cards that I don't need, and that gives you dust. And then they give you golden cards, which a lot of people like because they're cool. They're like holographic cards almost. But you can disenchant them for more gold. So I disenchant everything and build legendaries with it.
Ooh.
So the only cards that I really have are the cards that I actively use in my decks, and I disenchant all the rest. No one else does that. So I'm in it for the victories.
They're in it for the collection.
Some people are in it for the collecting and try to win victories, and they just don't
They
measure
just
up.
can't. They just don't stand a
Get
chance.
their ass kicked.
You can play whatever you want, but if I throw a Deathwing at you, what are you going to do?
No, what you gonna do?
I know Deathwing. Is that the big dragon guy?
Yes, Gary, he is one of the big dragons. He's the Earth Warder.
I only know that
Sounds
because
like a child just now. Like, that's a dragon.
I only know
right?
that. I only know that because he's a Funko. That's
There are the five. There are the 5 dragon aspects, and Deathwing was the aspect of Earth, and
Okay.
he wasn't always Deathwing. He was a nice dragon, and then the demon soul corrupted him. Now he's like a metal.
Now you
And there's
understand,
Alex Straza, the life binder, and Malagos, the magic boy,
Okay.
and Ysera, the dreamer, and holy shit, Nozdormu, the time lord. Damn, nailed it.
Nailed it.
5 for 5 or whatever many there were.
Bronze, blue, green, red, and black dragons. And then you have the
I like
chromatic
dragons.
dragons, the
Dragons are
prismatic
cool.
dragons, and the ones that go through time.
Speaking of dragons,
Toothless.
well, Toothless is one of the best dragons
I
in the
know.
world.
He's not. He
Yes,
doesn't even have a tail flap.
He's probably not.
Well, because he got injured in
I'm
battle.
just kidding. I really like How to Train Your Dragon. Didn't see the second one.
Second one's the best. I
Have you seen the
Bought it,
show?
still haven't watched.
The guy that voices the main character, Jay Baruch.
Yeah,
No.
Man Seeking
Yeah.
Woman.
I
That
heard it's
show
amazing.
is
That show is
weird.
We actually
so
just watched an
funny.
episode of it last
We
night.
watched
It
it
was
last
really
night,
fucking
too.
weird, but it was
I love
funny.
that show. It's so funny.
They
He
were
goes out to
advertising
dinner with
for
the
it.
monster. I know it was in the commercial, but when he goes, "Can't wait for that bruschetta," it kills me. The monster's like,
I heard it's
it was a
pretty
weird
great.
show.
The one
It was good.
the episode we watched last night was super weird because like they were going, him and his friend were going out, they were planning on going out drinking at a bar and like picking up girls or
But
whatever.
the just 5 minutes part was so fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
they kept it like Jay did not want to go to the bar. He was like serious,
like
so he
a
kept
club.
putting it off, like doing different things. He's like, let's wait 5 minutes. Let's get some Mexican. Let's get some Mexican food. It's like
First
5
he
minutes.
was like, let's pound these beers.
Let's pound these beers.
And
yeah.
so they're like, just 5 minutes. And then they go back to, it's like this whole
And then it's like
montage
a
of them just
montage of
drinking,
them
shotgunning
drinking and
beers,
shit.
like
It's like-
drinking. And then they go back to the club
Epic.
and he's like,
No,
let's
we
just
should
eat
eat.
some
Let's
Mexican
eat some-
food.
let's
Let's
eat
eat
some
some good
Mexican
Mexican
food.
food. And they're like, just 5 minutes. So then there's
And
this
then the
whole
music kicks
montage
on.
of them going to a grocery store, buying all this Mexican food to eat, making Mexican food, tasting it, like wearing aprons,
Well, a
using
mariachi
cookbook.
band
Yeah,
is
mariachi
there.
band
so
is just
funny.
playing.
And then like, but they keep doing it. Like,
Yeah.
they keep doing that a few
Just
times
montages
until
of them doing things.
finally like it turns out like he's really bad at picking up women and his friend is really good because some wizard taught his friend like to do the
Like
twirly
hypnosis.
eyes, like a hypnosis thing.
Yeah.
It's
So
such
he-
a bizarre show. but
it's
it's
so
I
fun.
thought
weird.
it was. See, I didn't know it had that side of it.
But
I
it
thought
gets
it was like.
but it gets weirder.
It's like
He's
a total
oh,
fantasy
wizard didn't
show.
come to
It's
your
funny,
house
though.
and teach you that?
Yeah, like the
I didn't know it
episode,
had
like
that side.
like
It's
it was
funny.
already weird up to that point, but it just gets weirder until like it's completely
Until
done.
he doesn't have a dick.
he like his sister sets him up on a blind date with like an actual troll.
It's like a
I know,
troll
I've
in
seen
a
that.
dress.
Yeah,
It's
but
fun.
he's
So it's
like
an
he's like
it is a
sitting in the
troll.
restaurant like talking to his sister, and he's like, "Look, she's such a beautiful person," and it like looks outside, and she's like in a dumpster with like a trash bag, like an old bag of chips, just like. "Ah."
So it is an actual troll. It's not like he sees.
Yeah,
trolls.
no, it's like an
actual
actual
troll.
troll.
Get it.
It's
funny.
exaggerated,
And then
like
like
crazy.
in
So
that episode,
funny.
he goes to like a party at his ex-girlfriend's house, and he's like bringing a bottle of wine, like hoping he can get back with her.
Oh my god,
and
this
she's
killed me.
dating Hitler, and they were like, "No, Hitler didn't die. He was just hiding
He
out."
faked his
somewhere."
own death, and they're like, he rolls up, he's like,
Just a
"Hi, Adolf," and he goes, "Hi, like Joe Greenberg." He goes, "Greenberg." It's so funny.
It's so
Is
In
it
like
on
his
demand?
wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on demand.
All right.
Because I know about it and I've seen the
give
previews,
it
but
a try.
I will. No, I definitely
would
want
Great,
to.
give it a
great
try.
I
show.
definitely do. I didn't know it had that. I was wondering so when I saw that preview with the troll in it, I was like, I didn't know that it had that side of it. I thought it was like maybe he's like seeing
Yeah,
someone
That's
as
what
a
I
troll.
thought, too.
Like, yeah, cool.
No, Hitler's like, what does he say? He's like 85, and he's like, God damn, like he's so old. You don't think that she's dating him just because I'm Jewish? She's getting back at me
It's so funny.
because he
Oh,
killed
man.
millions of people. Look, man, we can't judge each other on what we did when we were kids. Oh,
That
no.
does seem pretty ridiculous. But as I was gonna say with the dragons, other than Toothless,
Oh,
Game of Thrones, and I know Bobby, I know Bobby's caught up. Are you?
I'm caught up, but I haven't watched the trailer yet. I
And
saw
I
it
know
was out.
Z and K.
We
you don't
got a long
watch
way to
it,
go.
but
The trailers.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever will, to be honest.
I watched
I
like a
definitely
minute
It's
won't.
not
of
for
it.
everybody, but it is one of the greatest
I
shows.
definitely won't.
It is awesome.
You don't like it, Kay?
I've never watched it. I
No.
don't know if I'd.
Doesn't pique your
Yeah.
interest.
Yeah, I mean,
hey.
Well, I can tell you, you want to have a real fun time? There's an episode in season 1, I think, where remember Roz, the prostitute from Winterfell, goes to King's Landing, and Littlefinger's like teaching her how to like hook up with a woman. It's like two women have like pretty hardcore looking sex, and he's like telling them how to do it. Meanwhile, me and Krista, and this was like when me and Krista first started dating, go to my parents' house every Sunday for like dinner, and so we're watching Game of Thrones with my dad and my sister.
Oh,
And like
God.
Krista's just met these people, and
Oh,
there's like
God.
two women like going at it on television.
Oh my God.
And Krista like can't just like let it like everyone just suffer in awkward silence. She has to go like, you know, the sex scenes are a little much, and you could feel everyone just like,
My butthole.
Oh no! Get to the next scene. Get to the next scene.
everyone's just like,
We can't fast forward.
and later like, rewind that.
Bobby's like, oh.
Everyone's in bed. Not a creature was stirring.
It is
Except
a
for my
great show.
penis.
It is awesome.
Jeez. But
It's
yeah,
early. I'm goofy.
But yeah, the dragons look. Well, they've for UK and Z.
They're looking better and better.
They cost so. They said that they cost so much to put in the show, so you don't see them.
Yeah, it's not much.
A
They're in
ton.
the
Really?
But when you
$6
do
million
see
an
them,
episode, but
yeah.
Really?
So when you, because there's 3 of them. So like when you do see them, it's just like epic. So I think it makes it that much better that when you do see
Like
them,
you're
it's just
looking forward to it,
But,
and when it
yeah.
finally
this
happens.
season's gonna be cool because she locks up the green and the white dragon, Rhaegal and Viserys, or what's the
Viserion.
Viserion
That. Yep.
and Rhaegal, and she locks them up, so they're hidden for most of the season. And like there's a guy that like whatever, but you'll see them in captivity. But like
Yeah.
I imagine they can cover that up. But then Drogon like bails and he like flies
I feel
off.
like they're just gonna show that one because there's one main dragon.
But he
like,
leaves.
Oh,
Like he
okay.
flies. He like escapes and flies off when
Well, I
she
think
tries to.
doesn't she keep them locked up so they don't do what the other dragon did?
Yeah.
Yeah, Drogon ate the kid, and so
Yeah.
he like flies off and leaves, and the other 2 she chains up. So you won't. I imagine the dragons aren't going to be in a lot of this
Right.
season
Well,
because.
that's why I think like maybe the green and the gold one won't, but like
The poor
Drogon.
but
will
Drogon
be-
won't. He's like not in it. He's gone.
Well, maybe we'll come back.
He'll
then
come
he
back.
does.
hope-
Oh, he
let's hope
comes
Yeah, like
back.
Butterfree did in Pokemon. No. 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 Don't get your hopes up.
He'll come back.
I thought that was a good reference
yeah.
point.
That was
Pretty good.
How long have you been waiting to pull that one out?
Drogon does come
3.5 minutes.
back. He's still bitter about it, like the last
Yeah,
5.5
it's like-
years.
yeah.
You know how young I was when that first happened? Yeah, it's been a long time.
Well, yeah, you need to check it out, Z.
Was anyone else
Okay,
really
yeah,
upset
I-
when
I-
like their
I-
Pokemon evolved?
I saw the funny
some,
like SNL
depending on the
skit
Pokemon.
about the director of it.
Game
What,
of
George
Thrones?
R?
When yeah, I think it was like Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg.
I
Yeah.
always feel like Adam or Andy. I can't remember, but Andy Samberg is like the
'Cause
director
it's like
or
Adam
whatever.
Sandler.
And
Yeah.
it's funny. Has anybody seen that?
I haven't
No.
And
seen
he just
that.
talks about how he wants nothing but sex in the show.
Sex
and they like show all
It
these
is.
scenes
Have you seen the
and-
South Park
Oh
episode
my god, no.
where they make
I thought
fun of it?
Yeah, I played that for you, the Wiener
Yeah,
song, remember?
yeah.
Oh,
When-
yeah.
Wiener, wiener,
Yeah.
wieners,
Wiener
wiener,
Wieners,
wieners.
One wiener next to another wiener, wiener party, wiener party.
Nice and soft, not erect.
Nice and soft, not erect, wiener.
We probably sing this song like once a week at work.
It gets stuck in your head. It gets stuck up.
It's
Yeah.
what you sing as you're getting work done.
It is, and then
Basically.
we get it stuck in everyone's head. Then everybody's just going, winner, winner, winner.
wiener.
It doesn't take much.
Wiener party.
You just hear, damn it, Bobby, damn it.
Okay,
Gary."
going back to what Steve just said about Butterfree.
Oh, let's relive those moments.
Was anyone like Garrett said the other day that he played Pokemon Blue like a couple
Yes.
nights ago?
Yeah.
And I've got Pokemon Red and Blue, but I prefer Red because Charizard was my boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like plugged it in last night and played it for like 10 minutes. Was anyone like you wanted your Pokemon to evolve, but like you were really upset sometimes when they did? Like when my Charmander evolved into fucking
Charmeleon.
Charmeleon,
Yeah.
Everyone always forgets Charmeleon because he was so disgusting.
Well, that's
the
he's that
point.
mid
I think
stage.
that's
Yeah.
what it
Yeah.
is. No one really cares.
But
for
like,
mid
I
stages.
hated like seeing my guy. Like sometimes I just was content with what I have. Like I would never evolve my Pikachu into a Raichu.
No, you never evolved
No, I
Pikachu.
never-
That's
I
one you
never
never
did.
evolved.
Found a Pikachu and evolved him to get Raichu, but
Yeah,
I
not
told
my
Steven
original
about
Pikachu.
hell no.
I told Steve about my Pikachu story. I just started playing the
Oh
game.
yeah.
And I was, walking through the grass to try to like battle some people to capture, or not even capture, just like battle.
Yeah, I couldn't believe.
I didn't have. I fucking just started playing the game and I battled a Pikachu, and I didn't have any fucking Pokeballs.
Got
I don't know
Pokeball.
how you don't have
I know, but I
Pokeballs.
didn't have. I didn't go to a store yet, so I didn't have any.
Somebody gives you some at like the beginning
Professor
of the game.
Oak gives you like 4 of them.
Yeah.
He's like here.
Well, then maybe
I
I,
mean,
don't.
how far? Like
I don't know. Maybe I don't know
Ahead.
because
He's like, don't forget your Pokemon, and then hey, battle your
maybe
friend
maybe it
Gary,
was
and
after,
then
maybe it was after then. But I couldn't catch the Pikachu.
and then you
Pokemon
never saw the
Yellow.
Pikachu
I
I've
again.
hated
not
how
seen a
Pokemon
Pikachu
Yellow
again.
you started with a Pikachu. I thought that
Yeah.
was stupid.
Yeah, that's
Give
what
me
I
my
had.
Yeah,
Charmander.
you wanted. Yeah, you
I
wanted.
had yellow.
Or my Squirtle. Who picked Bulbasaur?
Right?
I don't think I ever picked Bulbasaur
No.
to be honest.
I never.
There was a really
Unless you're a
industrious
Venusaur.
6th grader in my class who bought he bought red and blue, and then he
Yeah.
would sell you Pokemon. So I had Venusaur and all that crap because I bought it for $20. They would transfer it to you.
You're like balling.
He was a brilliant kid. Like
That is
like he had a booming business in 6th grade selling Pokemon to kids.
I was gonna
You
say, what
had
is
to
he-
catch
so
them
that's
all.
he
That's why he's
doing now. Is he
industrialized.
like,
Yeah, you got to catch them all.
He's like the head of some company now.
Well, he's still working on catching
Right.
them all.
Actually,
probably,
he,
'cause they keep releasing more every
Funny
fucking
story.
year.
That kid used to live with a friend of mine downtown, and he got really drunk one night and decided to take acid apparently. And he came back to their apartment, beat up their roommate, knocked out all his teeth, and now he's in prison.
So that's what he's doing.
That's what he's
That's-
doing.
He doesn't have a company.
No. He never called them all.
Turns out just because you
Yeah,
like
he never did catch them all.
just
at
because you
all.
can scam 6th graders doesn't mean you're cut out for the world of business. Apparently,
Right.
You know.
That should have been a red flag right there.
Lesson learned.
Yep.
I found that out like 2 weeks ago. I was just like, holy shit.
So now could we get away with doing that now as like adults to younger children?
Taking
Probably
acid
for a
or beating
while.
up
Yeah.
people?
Like oh man,
What, Tony?
I don't think we can get away with taking acid and beating up people.
No, not that.
Not
I don't like
beating up
being around children that aren't related. Have you ever noticed that, like, whenever there's like a kid and you're in a weird spot, like people look at you funny? I just don't want to be around children very much, unless they're my kids.
Well, don't you have little cousins and stuff?
Yeah, they're fine. They're cool kids.
When
What do you mean,
they're,
like-
not
what do you mean,
related.
like,
when
you
they're not related to you.
Well,
So
you just can't be around
sit in
children?
a park
No,
watching
I'm
kids.
saying that I just don't want to put myself into.
There's different
I'm
scenarios.
just
like
saying
Tony
that like you can't have a grown man around a child. And never mind, fuck it. There's a
In what
conversation for
sense?
another
In
time.
what
Yeah,
sense,
I,
though?
I need the context.
I'm
Like if I'm
fucking
walking around
curious now.
Toys R Us, I don't feel like I'm
Right.
like.
Well,
Yeah.
you should because you're a grown man by yourself in Toys R
No, I
Us.
don't
So
feel bad
what?
about
I mean,
that
I
at
get
all. Toys R Us is cool.
They have rad
Because
toys.
I'm just saying, if a mother comes around the corner and her 4-year-old standing there, and like you're standing next to him, and you're
Oh,
looking at
yeah,
the same
she's gonna
toys,
be
she's gonna
like-
look at you and be like, "I'm gonna grab my kid and get him away from this guy."
I could see that.
Yeah, that's
Because
fine.
I
You're
can
you're like
understand
no, and you know I love your tattoos, but you're like a grown bearded tattooed man looking at toys with her son.
It's not like
that.
I'm
Yeah,
standing
if you
there.
like
Okay.
pulled something off the shelf and like showed the
No,
kid.
Gary,
too,
like,
then
don't get me
like,
wrong.
you're
I
really
understand,
striking
but
out.
from a mother's perspective, she doesn't know
I
you.
get it. I get what you're saying, but in my instance, I wouldn't be like standing there
Yeah.
like, "Hey kid, look, I think I want to buy
Well, no, but
this."
even if
So
you're
that's
just
even worse.
standing
Then you're
next
just
to it.
standing in silence next to this kid.
No, but I would probably move away.
like here, is
Right.
this weird to
I
you?
move away.
This was awkwardly weirdly close. I would never be that close to a
I've
little
been
kid.
to Toys R Us.
They
with
were
you. I know how
literally
close you
cheek
get
to
the
cheek.
children.
Yeah, they were standing next
Unless
to
he
each
was
other.
picking up something that was one left and I wanted it, I'd probably like
Right.
knock it out of his hands.
I'd
and
probably
just
be
go,
like, hey
grab
kid,
it
you don't
and
want
run.
that last one.
oh, no, that's
That one
broken.
sucks.
Boy,
broken.
you open
I'm
that,
the
it
adult,
gives you
you're not.
AIDS.
Fuck that
Whatever
kid.
works.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck that
To
kid.
get that toy, fuck it.
I don't know
Fuck
why
that
it
child.
reminds me of that story of that kid that was being like really bratty in some store and like yelling
So
at his
the lady
mom.
farted on
Yeah,
her
so
or
like the
something?
person
Oh,
bent
yeah.
over, picked him up, farted in the kid's face.
That's what I was thinking of too. Farted on him.
Oh my god.
Shut the
Kid
fuck
just
up.
was, like
Yeah,
crying.
Oh wait, the guy who wrote the thing and it was like, remember the Walmart fart guy?
Yeah,
And he was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the first blast was mighty and boisterous.
Yeah, it was that one. Yeah.
Then she was like, "Did you fart on my kid?"
Yeah.
He's like, "No."
I mean,
epic.
Oh my god,
That is
that
epic.
really
So
is.
good.
taking it down to something the child can understand.
Smelling my
Suck my
ass.
Instead of telling you how awful you are, I'm gonna just show you.
Just gonna fart literally on your face.
The story he wrote about that was like,
Dude, that
the
story
boy's
was
face
amazing.
was a mixture of confusion and fear. As the first blast, as the blast washed over his face.
Dude, it was so good.
Oh my god, I don't think I could ever do that unless
I
it was
could
something.
see him doing that.
I mean, I
totally
don't know.
do it.
Bye.
Maybe I could.
I don't. Okay, I guess I don't know because it depends on how bratty and little shit of a kid he is.
Right.
But
I mean, I would definitely do like a,
I would
no, I
probably
wouldn't hesitate.
See, I would probably fart, but not literally on the
I would
kid.
at
That's what
least,
I was
like,
gonna say.
crop
Like,
dust him.
I might
Yeah,
like
exactly. Like
yeah.
a little walk by, like fuck you.
I might
here's
like
a smelly
like a
fart.
brush to the shoulder or something on the kid.
See, I treat kids like I don't
Like I'm not
treat
gonna
kids
shove
like
the kid's
adults,
head in my
but
ass. or something.
like I don't treat kids like they're like a 30-year-old man, but like
Yeah.
I treat kids and I try and treat them like they're actual people and not like stupid and ridiculous. Because
like,
I think
no,
they
I understand
like,
what he's saying.
When I had like my little cousin Jack and Nick were like really little, I would treat them like actual people. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, you want to like just talk to them like they're normal people.
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean.
Fuck it. I'm tired of talking about kids.
You want to go back to farting?
Yeah, I do. No, I'm just saying, you don't want to linger around kids in Toys R Us.
I know, and I don't. It's not that every time I go in there, I go down the aisle.
Yeah,
Which one has a
Garrett.
kid in it? Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
yeah.
in
Like,
this
how
one.
did we
Where
get
is
to
the
this
local Toys R Us around
conversation
here?
anyway? I don't
Bobby
remember.
said he doesn't
Right
like
down the
being around
street
kids.
by the.
What'd you say?
Where's the
Barnes
Toys R
Nobles.
Us around here?
In Bel Air,
By the
like
Barnes
off
and
24.
Kind of by the mall.
Yeah,
I'd like to go today. I'm gonna
go
go after
straight.
this.
I went last night.
You're gonna fart on a kid?
He's gonna go fart on
I want
the
to
kid.
get some toys.
Fart on a
Not to actually look for toys, but to fart on kids.
No, I wouldn't fart on the kid. So going back to how you talk to children, I would just talk to the kid and be like, "Listen, boy,
Listen,
you're
Listen,
being
boy.
a dickhead." Like I just be like, "You're being an
Fuck
idiot.
you.
Stop it."
Some kids, yeah, have to be like disciplined, which
Yeah,
we were
but
at
some
my
parents don't
friend's
know how to
see you
do.
My friend's father died at the wake. Oh, son of a whore.
Come on, come on. Who is it?
Sorry, guy. Hang on. Brian, I'm doing a podcast. I'll call you back.
God damn it, Brian.
Brian.
call you back. I'm doing a podcast.
He was talking. He was still talking.
But wait, it's
Sorry.
important.
Wait.
I need your help. But wait, I want.
I definitely want to go to Toys R Us. Toys and things.
You know what? Okay, speaking of
Out.
Toys R Us,
Toys and
because
things.
they
Nerf
do have
guns.
adult toys there. They have this little section, you know, with like, oh Jesus,
Oh
oh God,
I
just
don't wanna
getting
say it
worse.
like
never
that.
I
mind.
wasn't
You don't
thinking
wanna
that. but
say
you're
it
gonna
like
fart
that.
on a grown
What size
man.
dildo you love?
The Toys R Us I go to,
Do you like the small white
Okay.
ones or the big gym?
they have toys for big kids. I guess.
There you go.
I don't fucking know
You
how to
already
say
No,
it.
that's better than saying
better.
adult,
Adult toys.
toys, but for adults.
Yes.
Action figures.
Anyways, because
you
did
could
you,
say
you
that.
heard
You
the
can
story
lose in your
about
butthole.
how Toys R Us, like they're not allowed to, just like have
Baby
Breaking
Jesus
Bad.
butt plugs. I know.
No,
Oh yeah, the Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Bad toys, Bobby. Not anal beads. No, the Breaking Bad. Yeah, it was like the whole article on it saying that like all the moms were getting mad because
Yeah. And Aaron Paul got pissed off.
it's like, but they made a valid argument. Well, there's still other stuff in the toy store that has.
Right.
There's other stuff that's just
Well,
as bad
I mean,
as Breaking Bad.
What
like,
was the problem?
the moms were complaining that they had Breaking Bad toys in the
Just
store
because
there
of
was
the
meth
general-
that- yeah, and there
Well,
was
like
like
the kids are
And
gonna know what
meanwhile,
that is.
children
Yeah,
are not even gonna know what Breaking Bad is.
Yeah.
So who the
Yeah.
fuck
It's
cares?
also not like
Yeah.
they have a toy where the guys sit there in a meth lab, like cooking
Yeah,
it.
like,
like,
they
No,
have,
there's
like,
like
a-
yeah, like build your own meth
Like-
playset.
Yeah, like out of Legos
Yeah.
and shit.
like what?
A
That's
Lego
fucking
They're not gonna go
stupid.
like
Jesse
yeah.
and Walt's meth super lab playset. Yeah, that doesn't exist.
I
if
would
it
buy
did,
that.
we
It's like the
Sitting
easy
there,
bake
like,
oven.
Coming
smoking
soon.
it,
Easy
like,
bake
what?
oven, build your own. Like it's like rock candy, but you can like cook your own meth. Hilarious.
Exactly.
which we would buy.
That's actually I'd buy that. That's a
I'd
brilliant
buy it.
idea. I don't know why it doesn't exist.
There's a kid around. I'm gonna fart on him. I'm gonna run away.
Kickstart
I'm
the
gonna buy
Be like, hey kid, you want
easy
some
bake meth kit.
Stop. Come on.
Easy bake meth.
oh my gosh.
That would be so funny though if you all like if they sold a little like hazmat suits and like a little
Yeah.
build your own
Yeah.
easy bake oven. Like you
For
make
kids
rock
20
candy.
and older.
Yeah, make rock candy.
For inmates in prison. Fun.
So yeah, check out. It's been a while since it's been a Toys R Us, Bob.
I haven't been to Toys R Us since I went with you and Brandon when I first started
Oh,
working at
really?
Agora. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
But
to
so
that.
you know, you got your your awesome ET figure.
I did.
It's the one where he's like dressed as a woman.
I saw
that's
that.
Funny.
I saw that
Yeah.
at
He's
the
got his
studio.
purse.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm gonna go right after this, I think, and go grab a toy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go grab a
Yeah.
little toy.
Barnes and Noble's right there too, so they
Yeah,
got
oh,
all
man.
their.
Good stuff.
I went
Oh,
to
you know
Barnes
what
and Noble
they
last
have?
weekend
They
and
do
bought
have
like
some good
$60 a
stuff.
book. So
They've been Barnes and
Avoid
Noble's
it.
been adding a lot of cool like the Koto figures like that Hulk I got.
Mm-hmm.
They have all the Star Wars ones. They have Chewie and Han. They have Darth Maul.
The Barnes & Noble near my new apartment, it's like off of closer to Owings Mills, but it's on Reisterstown Road. And I went in there. They have like all these like Funkos I've never seen before. Like I know exist, but like I just never seen in person. And they have like 2 walls that they had these Game of Thrones figures that came in like, not the ones that are just in like the little packs, but they're actually the big box like deluxe figures.
Yeah.
Those are sick.
They
And
make
had
them like in Magic too. They
Yeah,
have
they
one
had the
like you have.
magic ones.
Yeah, and they had like they did, and they had Magic Funko Pops too, which I didn't know
Yeah.
existed. But they had this like really sick Ned Stark
Like
toy.
more detailed, yeah.
Yeah, where he's like, it's Ned Stark, and then there's like a diorama of the Iron Throne, and he's got his giant sword, and he's like standing there like with it on the ground. Oh, it looks so cool. I wanted it. It was like $20 though.
So you should check out there too.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go to Toys R Us. So I gotta go, guys.
Now going now.
And on that note, cool. Well,
Well, yeah, it
I
was
had
nice
one
Okay,
more
here
game.
we go.
One more game.
Okay, Tony.
I wanted to
What?
mention because it was
Here
the
we
first
go.
time I ever played it. I was drunk and I forgot about it.
He now remembers.
no shit. Yeah.
So at MAGfest,
It took him this whole
we
time.
walked into some room and they had this game called Joust.
Okay, you've talked about
Already
that.
mentioned
Basically,
Joust.
no, this is 2 teams of like, say like 6 or 7 people, and they all have the PlayStation Move controllers.
Oh, you told me about that.
And you hit the button so they light up and the music starts, and the gist is like when the music's slow you can't move too much. If you move the controller too much it'll flash red and you're out. So the goal is to like kind of hit the person's arm or something on the other team to make them move and the controller shake and they get out. But the music speeds up so you can move a lot faster, and then it'll slow down, then you gotta walk for like real slow and try and hit them.
So you have to like. So when it's fast, you can just move your body. Like
You can
just
move like pretty
gyrate,
fast to
like-
hit them, but you still don't want to move your controller too much because you'll get out. Because if it shakes too much,
Oh, so okay. Even when it's fast.
I mean,
This
you
is
can
weird.
move. It'll let you do a lot
doesn't
more.
I'm just
Doesn't seem
I'm
very
trying to wrap
fun.
my head
It
around
sounds
it.
fucking
No,
dangerous.
you can do a
Yeah.
lot
little
more
bit.
with
So it's like there's contact with
Yeah,
people.
you can have one hand still and the other hand just
It's
beating the
basically
shit
just
out of
yeah.
somebody.
People are like trying to push you or like hit your arm so that it
Tackle
moves.
I just feel like that could get pretty.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
what
it
about
was-
like I would
it
just
was
use my
cool.
legs the whole
I
time.
was like,
Drunk Tony's like literally punching people.
He's crowd surfing.
But it's really fun.
Steve.
Crowd surfing everybody.
Speaking of interactive
But it was awesome.
games, have you seen the Star Wars Battle Pod?
no.
I've heard of it. I haven't actually seen it. yet.
Disney is making this thing. It's going to be like, remember the old Star Wars arcade game?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be like that, but it's a pod you get in and it closes, and the entire
Ooh.
interior is a screen.
Wow.
And the whole thing is on a hydraulic lift, and it's got like pilot controls in front of you, and it's the standard like the Battle of Hoth and like the Battle of Yavin and like
Oh
the
my
second
gosh.
Death Star and all that. But it's
Oh,
all the big
man.
space battles and
That's awesome.
all the big dogfights in Star Wars, and it's in this battle pod, and it looks fucking
That's
sick.
So, like,
The
sounds.
videos of it
fucking
online
cool.
are like it's on like this hydraulic lift, so
That sounds amazing.
when
So it moves
like
around
so it
as, like,
moves as and on the screen, and it's all like perfectly synced up. It looks so cool.
Damn.
And I've
I'm
played
not-
all.
I'm
I've done
definitely checking
all
it out.
those battles before in like every game ever, and I'm like still
It will
really
still be.
pumped to
Yeah,
try
it'll
it.
just
Oh,
elevate.
yeah, I am
the-
too.
yeah.
Let's do it.
That
I
sounds
read
amazing.
about it yesterday. I was just like, holy
They
shit.
teased the new Battlefront too with some pictures,
Yeah, I saw the Endor
which I'm
pics.
excited about because I played that on my PSP.
Just want to throw that out there.
PSP.
Tony, are you done with your stories?
I'm
You're
done.
good. Okay.
All right.
It was just
With
an
your physical
amazing-
contact
It was
games.
just an amazing game. I was like, the concept.
That is
was
weird.
just
That's-
awesome,
that's a
and
different-
It was a really cool thing that
Can't
somebody
say-
made.
Can't say I've played a game like
You got to
that.
play
Can't
it
say I
next
want
year.
to.
Once you actually watch it, it looks fun as
Let's just
shit.
beat each other up regularly.
Yeah.
Next
without the
year-
PS
Without the-
or
yeah.
PlayStation.
We'll all go next year. and
Fight
play it.
Club.
$60 controller in my hand.
Yeah, they didn't. It failed to mention if you drop the controller.
Yeah,
you-
don't
and you
don't
break
forget
it.
to strap it to your wrist.
But all right,
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
Great
good
talking to you
good
guys.
shooting
Yeah,
the shit.
this was fun.
Yeah.
This
This
is a
was
fun episode.
interesting.
it
So,
was.
Look
very-
forward to some more interviews coming up in the future too.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
really cool people.
We have some fun, exciting,
Fun,
Fun,
so-
exciting. Yes, big guests coming up.
some big guests,
Some biggies.
a big giveaway
Yes.
as well. We'll
Big
announce
giveaway.
that.
Yeah, we're gonna
I mean,
announce.
do you want to announce
Have
that
we,
now,
have
or
we
do you want to
finalized the list of what's in the
Big
giveaway?
guess.
Well, we're gonna do. What are
I
you
had to.
giggle boxing about?
You guys were like, big guess,
Yeah.
big giveaway, and I was like, big.
We get
dicks.
toys.
Oh, okay.
Big
Adult
We
toys.
got big dick guests. No.
Garrett uses the big gym.
So we're trying to reach our 500 mark on Instagram. So once we reach that, we are going to have a really, really giant, super awesome giveaway.
Big
But not
giveaways.
not a single follower under 500 people. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to be 500.
Break the
Big
500.
Once we
500.
do. So we're going to put something about that. So
Yeah.
keep spreading the word.
Yep. Thanks for listening.
All right, everybody.
Thanks,
you. I
guys.
love
you.
Bye.
You're all sweet and beautiful.
Go fart on kids.
Yes.